My name is Tyvonnia Braxton, and I am the branch manager here at the Ocean City Library. I think in July it'll be about 3 years, so I haven't been here long. First response. I was a little scared because I didn't, wasn't a lot about it. There was so many different conflicting stories about, how you could catch it, what you should do to avoid getting it. There was just so much going on. So I mean, I was just a little scared at first. The hardest thing was having to close. We unfortunately had to. We didn't want to, but we knew we had to for the safety of both our staff and, of course, our patrons as well. That was the biggest thing. And then it was trying to find PPE for all of us. It was like, of course, in the beginning, it was really hard. Now we're like swimming in it. But that was the hardest part. I think honestly, was just having to close down. And we only thought, of course, it was only going to be maybe 2, 3 weeks, and it ended up being like 6 or 8 weeks. I think I can't remember now how long we were actually closed for. And then when we did kind of reopen, so to speak, we didn't have patrons in here for at least a good year. So it was
Okay.
wild.
Yeah.
It was different not having anybody in here with us.
Yeah.
It was very quiet.
And I imagine you all had to kind of think on your feet too, like
Hmm.
ways to still have the library be accessible to
Yes,
people, right?
yes. So we did a lot of virtual programming. We still had people in the building once we were allowed to come back. So you could call us, you could email us, and get in contact with us that way. Some people even just showed up on the step, and that's fine too. We talked to them, and helped them that way as well. Of course, our numbers went down, like how much stuff went out. A lot of people were still scared, I guess, to check items out because we weren't really sure if the virus would stay on them and everything. So I don't think we lost like our place in the community. People still have been wanting to help us out. They've been wanting to come in. Now that we're kind of open now a little more, but I think the main impact was that we just lost a lot of our members. I think the positive is that we still were able to help the community out. We were still able to reach our community. We were still able to be there for them, even though they couldn't really come in and be here with us. We still had the virtual aspect of it. They could still check books out if they were familiar with how to check things out on their devices. So you could still get books, movies, all of that good stuff that way. Lessons. um, I think that we're all stronger than what we thought we were. I believe. I think this all taught us a lot about perseverance and determination. We learned, all of us, not just myself. I think we all learned that throughout all of this. I'm definitely stronger too as well, but also that I just learned a lot about just the virus itself, um, and I just really took a lot of time to just take care of myself too. Like throughout it, we had to do a lot of self care, a lot of mindfulness, and just kind of just take in just all that was going on, try to make it more positive instead of negative. The thing that sticks out the most to me is a couple things, I guess I should say. The first would be how we all just pretty much, like, the whole world just shut down. I think that was um, the thing that stuck out the most to me. We haven't had that, at least not in my growing up or anything like this ever happening ever. So that was what amazed me the most. And also the fact that a lot of people just came out to help each other throughout this whole pandemic. A lot of people have been just helping each other out, making sure that their neighbors are okay. People that may not even thought about helping, they're just helping them throughout all of this. But even though this was a really hard time for us, we made it through. We made out okay. I know it was a lot of struggle for a lot of people, but I think everybody's going to be okay, even though we went through all of this. It was a big mess, and it's just been horrible for a lot of people. I know that, so, but I think we're all going to be okay.